Hey guys, Dr. Scott here again. First of all, I just want to thank all the feedback that I received on the first video. Some PT friends of mine in Cairo, I think I was speaking for a lot of them. We were talking about why we recommend 3 times a week for the therapy. But this was actually the one I want to do today and talk about, especially being the beginning of January. This was actually the first video I was planning on doing. And really it's going to be an offshoot of certain things in this video that I'm going to talk about in separate videos. I'm really going to try to keep these 10, 12 minutes max, I hope. Beginning of the year, whether it's January, whether it is June, we get a lot of people who are going to bite the bullet and try to change their life, try to get into a little more fitness, try to go into some diet programs. But we always kind of talk about the resolutionists. Okay, we've all been eating, drinking a little bit over the holidays, and now finally we're looking to make some changes, which is fantastic. This video is really going to pertain mostly to people who, probably been off the wagon for a while, right? Maybe several years, they haven't worked out. Maybe they're 20, 30, maybe 40 plus pounds overweight. You're ready to, take it on. May not pertain as much to people who probably just stopped for 6 months, maybe starting a family, they haven't began, they just kind of go off the diet and exercise plan because of that. So people who are a little bit closer to when they were exercising and eating right, you may get a few nuggets of information that will help you, but I think this is going to pertain to someone who really is starting out. Now, one of my biggest pet peeves is because the health and wellness business is multi-billion dollars. I mean, there's a million plans. You've probably seen them, you've Googled them, paleo, CrossFit, spin, whatever it may be, exercise, diet plan. When I say diet too, I don't necessarily mean restricting calories, but it's just, an eating plan. A lot of people, they're busy with their day job. They don't study this. They don't read about it. So they don't really know how to handle this. So they go on Google and they say, hey, you know what? I have to exercise 5-6 days a week, 30, 45 minutes. Oh, I'm eating 3,000 calories. I'm only supposed to be eating 2,000 calories. So what they decide to do is, it's not bad advice. They take that information. They said, this is what I'm supposed to do. And we'll just say January 2nd, they start exercising a half hour, hour. Don't matter right now about what they're actually doing. It's probably a combination of cardiovascular workouts, some weight training. Okay, so they've gone from the couch, to starting this program. All right, which eventually got to start somewhere anyway. But then they start going 5 days a week, 6 days a week. Then all of a sudden, at the same time, they want to go from eating 3,000 calories to eating like a gerbil. Eating, 1,800 calories or 1,500 calories, depending on if they're male or female. And they wonder why all the research is showing that within 6-8 weeks, 90% of the people quit. This is where it gets into a little bit of my professional opinion. It is shared by a lot of people. I don't really think I'm going to say anything that is completely outrageous. But I really feel why we fail is because we try to bite off too much in the very beginning. And I think we're wired to avoid drastic changes in our environment. The old story of you took a frog and threw him in boiling water, what would he do? He'd kind of jump out of the water. But then you put the frog in that lukewarm water and slowly turn up the heat, would eventually kind of kill him. We start something and we go too drastic, we want to avoid it after a while. So what happens is you take that, let's be honest, sometimes, and I make jokes about this on social media, that we eat like assholes, excuse my French, we don't exercise enough. And I'm not just preaching it. I sometimes, if I put on a few pounds, I'm probably not eating right. But we want to go from a really poor diet, and we expect that all of a sudden we're going to snap our fingers because we read an article in Shape magazine or any magazine, that just Shape came to my head first, but it could be any magazine, no offense to Shape, but, and then all of a sudden they wonder why in 6 weeks, 8 weeks they quit. Now, granted, there are people that are exceptions to the rule, like many other things, whether they quit drinking or smoking, they can go cold turkey. they could turn on a switch January 2nd, go on their merry way, lose weight, increase fitness, fantastic. And if you do that, great, okay? The other 80-90%, okay, probably need to follow some plan like I'm about to say, or some bastardized plan, I really believe, to get success. And I do recommend that to some of my patients, even though they may not be here specifically for that reason, but we do discuss this. But if you don't, change things, you're obviously going to get the same result, and you're going to be down the way. So you definitely need to, and my recommendation is to start slowly, okay? Now, what I would typically do, all right, January 2nd, is the first thing is look at your calendar, okay? Look at what days of the week you have off, okay? So let's say we have someone that works typical banker hours, okay? Monday through Friday. Start the first 2 days, try to pick 4 days. Say Sunday, all right? Sunday, Saturday, and maybe we'll pick, say like a Thursday or going back to Tuesday, Thursday, and the weekend, all right? Now don't tell me you don't have time, okay? We're only looking for about maybe 30 minutes to an hour, okay? Those are the days you're just gonna be starting your exercise plan, all right? You're not gonna worry about your diet in the very beginning. More on that in a second, don't tell me you don't have time, because most of the people I see, they're watching this show, Games of Thrones, that show. If you have to, put the damn treadmill in front of the television, okay? Put your bike in front of the television, all right? There really is no excuses, okay? Walk out your front door, all right? You don't have to buy equipment, all right? I have sometimes people come to me and they say, hey, let me show you this ab machine or whatever machine. Don't invest money. I say, well, what are you doing for abs right now? And they say nothing. I say, well, what makes you think that you're going to buy that piece of equipment and all of a sudden you're going to have six-pack abs? All right. Same thing with the treadmill. Don't worry about that stuff right now. Maybe if you want to join a gym, that's probably the most bang for your buck, because you'll have a lot of different choices. Okay. But just walk out your door. Put your sneakers on. Go for a walk for a half hour on that Sunday. We'll pick that day. All right. Half hour, 45 minutes. Do it on Sunday. Do it on Tuesday, do it Thursday, and then do something on Saturday. The purpose of this video is not to go into a lot of specifics like heart rates, and I may have videos down the road on how to do it, okay? But let's just say we're gonna get you in an aerobic state. You're gonna be exercising 3-4 times a week. Get your body used to that, all right? Diet-wise, for the first, again, I'm gonna say 6 weeks. It could be 8 weeks, 10 weeks, 5 weeks. The diet, I don't want you to overthink it, okay? Make subtle changes, all right? Because again, you're just starting the exercise. I want you in the first 2 months to get used to the exercise plan, almost get an addiction. And some people will say this, they get, if they miss exercise after a while, they kind of get the shakes, okay? I just want you to worry about the exercise right now. With the diet, it doesn't mean you're not gonna do anything. Look at things, simple things. Do you drink a lot of soda? Do you drink a lot of Red Bulls? Do you have a lot of added sugar? Do you eat a lot of snacks after dinner, 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night? You can minimize. Do you eat egg sandwiches in the morning with bacon? Maybe you can eliminate the bacon, okay? I don't want you to go and start reading and saying, well, everything's got to be whole grain, everything's got to be brown rice and nothing, but make subtle changes. Maybe do less cream cheese, usually drinking the calories. You're someone that goes to Starbucks and you're eating or drinking 700 calorie drinks, all right? Just those types of things, okay? I'm not gonna argue right now that yes, whole grains are better than white flour. There's certain fruits that you want to avoid, but the whole idea in those first 2 months is not to make wholesale changes in your diet plan. Those subtle changes, believe it or not, will add up those calories, okay? And I'll go into a video too about good calories, bad calories, and things like that, but to try to get you on a little bit of an energy balance that you actually can, while you're exercising, you could lose, maybe even lose a few pounds in those first 6 weeks, 2 months, okay? I am going to do a video about the scale. The scale can make you bipolar, all right? But again, first 6 weeks to 8 weeks, the main theme, just get your body moving, all right? That's what I think is the main thing, all right? I can throw the cliches that losing weight and getting more fit is marathon, not a sprint, and all those other things. So it's definitely something that you need to do. Get the exercise under control. Don't worry about the scale. Cut back a little bit on the food things. Once you get yourself in a rhythm of exercising 6-8 weeks, when you start adding the dietary changes, then that maybe a little bit more drastic. Okay, if you ever need more advice, you can do that, or grab a nutritionist or dietitian or your healthcare professional. Okay, I'm not really reinventing the wheel here. Have them advise you on the dietary things. I'll probably make a video on that too. So again, first 6-8 weeks, just get your butt moving. All right, no excuses anymore. All right, get outside, walk. You can do what you enjoy, whether it's walking, you have a bicycle, maybe you have a treadmill, maybe you already have a Peloton. Don't invest a ton of money right now. All right, just get your sneakers on and get out the door and stop the damn excuses. All right, you can get out there and find time. All right, most of you, if you're even a friend of mine, okay, myself included, I watch sports, I watch college football. Well, my bike and my treadmill is right in front of my television, all right? And we have to stop eating like an ass, okay? I do it too. And if I'm not training for the Ironman or any of my races, sometimes I'm eating too much and I see my scale going up a little bit and I gotta pull it in, all right? So I'm not preaching just to you guys. Sometimes I look in the mirror and I have my flaws too and I have my vices. So the main thing is it's doable, okay? If you watch this video and you're saying, you know what, Scott, you're full of you know what, all right, I'm going to do it my way because I read it this way or my trainer, that's fine, okay, I'm humble, do it your way. But promise me, if you do it your way and you fail, hopefully you prove me wrong and you do it, okay, because many people will, okay, they will prove me wrong, they'll just go on the merry way, drop weight, get more fit, and everything's wonderful. But if you do fail and you're like, man, I'm back into the same thing I've been doing all along, come back to this video, take it in small bites, and then move forward from there, okay? That's the best thing, and this is my observation with people. And again, with the diet, don't worry about high fat, low fat, high carb, paleo, grapefruit, blood type diets. That's gonna go into real world eating. I'm gonna have a video about that. Later, that's probably an offshoot, as well as the scale. I'm going to talk about the scale for 5-8 minutes on, watching your weight go up, go down. All right, so that's coming up. But again, please, bite small pieces in January. Good luck to you, whether you're starting this in January or June or July, or if you fail, okay? Again, you can always shoot me an email, all right? Especially if you know me, if you want more guidance. Again, I appreciate the feedback on the first video. I expect in the first month, I have like 6 things in my mind I want to get going. I'm not going to be posting videos all the time. I like a couple of times a month, but in the first month or so, I'm probably going to have a few more videos because I got a lot on my mind. Okay, thanks again. Have a great day, guys. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.